So it's good evening in the Philippines, and I think it's good morning in the United States. We're
Yes.
very fortunate today. We have an invited guest for the sharing in the Facebook group mentorship for Gen X and Gen Y. And I'm very
Mhm.
privileged to introduce to you our guest. She is a highly spirited intellectual who is passionate about helping individuals reach their best version of self. She served 2 decades as an educator in American higher education, has been an educator and counselor at both the University of Memphis and the University of Tennessee Health Science Center. She is the first generation college student who graduated top 10% in her undergraduate program in communications with honors in the Master of Science Counseling program, as well as with high honors from the Doctor of Education Adult Education program. She was the first person to graduate from the University of Memphis with a coveted graduate certificate in qualitative research in higher education. She has dedicated her life to educating others. Her most recent success has been in the creation of a space for women to lose weight and maintain physical fitness holistically. Having spent the last 16 years in the fitness industry and 19 plus years as a counselor, she decided to marry the two industries. This marriage gave birth to a program that would address the physical as well as the psychosocial aspects involved in healthy weight loss. The ultimate goal is for women to lose weight holistically and to learn how to keep it off indefinitely. So, members of Mentorship Gen X and Gen Y, let's welcome Dr. Pepper Totten.
Hello,
Good
everybody.
morning.
Good morning.
So Dr. Pepper, your short profile is very impressive. And I would
Oh, thank you.
expect if it's in detail, the more that is going to be, yeah, very impressive for all of us. But I think the first question I would ask, with all your laurels, with all your credentials, with all your experience, what
Uh-huh.
influenced you or triggered your advocacy specifically on healthy weight loss?
Healthy weight loss. Actually, my own journey. As a child, I was like, especially in middle school, I was a chunky child. I remember the exact size I wore. Like in fifth and sixth grade, I was a 16 husky. And my mom would buy me boy jeans. She's like, "You just built straight up and down like a boy." I'm like, "I hate this." I was a big girl. A little bit later, and I ended up losing some of the weight. I fell in love with a little boy, so I ended up losing the weight in high school. But once again, when I got to college, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Mhm.
And one of the things that the doctor prescribed for me to get me back to normal were steroids. And if any of you know anything about
Mhm.
steroids, you know that it puts weight on you. You're going to
Mhm.
gain weight. Because I was just a freshman in college,
Mhm.
I was like a size 7, size 8, something like that. Um, they had to tell me that it's just water. It'll come right off. You gain weight. It was not true. It was not true. It did not just come right
Mhm.
off. It took me, I gained weight. I don't remember exactly, but it was somewhere between 60 and 90 pounds. I never put the number directly in my memory because I did not want to remember that number, but it was somewhere between 60 and 90 pounds that I gained. That weight stayed on me the entire time I was in undergrad. It didn't matter what I did. I almost stopped. I only ate just enough to survive. Um, I didn't have enough because I'm in college. I didn't have enough time to just really work out,
Mhm.
so I thought. But that weight stayed with me, and I know how it felt to go back home, especially to church, and people were like, my weight would fluctuate a little bit in the beginning. They'd say, "Well, you need to eat. You're too little. You need to eat some pork chops or something like that. You're too little. You need to eat." And then I go back home the next time. "Oh, you're so big. Oh my goodness,
Mhm.
you're just so big." So it didn't matter what. Every time I went home, especially to church, the women had something to say about the way I looked. And that hurt me. It hurt me greatly. At the end of undergrad, when I finally figured out a way to work off this weight, and I finally figured out how to get rid of the weight. Once I got rid of all of the weight, my friends were like, "Is that you?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." Like, I'm like, "Did I just look like a big old blob of fat?"
Mm.
So I know how it feels to go fluctuating with your weight. And I know how it feels to have people talk about you. And they don't talk about you behind your back. It's directly in front
Mm.
of your face. And that hurts. So that's what sparked me to, you know what? I need to do something. I need to do something.
Mhm. Of course, when you have succeeded in your goal to reduce weight,
Mm-hmm.
um, that part of educating other people to do the same, it's a different thing. Am I right?
Yes.
Because it's a different path that you have to take. It's another
Mm-hmm.
step higher. So, what are the challenges that you face when you decided to try to change the mindset of the people having your experience as reference or as motivation to do that?
One of the biggest challenges, that's a really good question. One of the biggest challenges that I have was limiting beliefs, people's limiting beliefs. For example, because of course we're in a pandemic. Oh, we're in a pandemic. I can't work
Mhm.
out. What do you mean you can't work out? I can't work out. I can't go to the gym. I can't do this. I can't do that. A limiting belief. But if you look at a lot of people, especially you look at our athletes, our the people that are in the Olympics,
Mhm.
they're in the same boat as all of us. All
Mhm.
of us are in the exact same boat. But guess what they're doing? They're working out at home. They're doing sit-ups on the kitchen counter. They're doing pull-ups. Like with me, I was doing pull-ups in my tree outside the house. Their limited beliefs of I can't because of A, B, or C, or I can't because there's a man in my house, whether it's my father, my brother, my significant other, or husband, that looks at me funny when I try to exercise, or they don't support me.
Mhm.
Those limited beliefs, you can get around those. That's been my biggest struggle, is working with people with their limiting beliefs.
And may I know what are the strategies you made in able to influence these people?
Well, one is showing them there's a different way. There's a different way to get around. I give them examples, and then we do a lot of self talk, because what you tell yourself,
Mhm.
what you believe, we know that we, of course, we have to start with changing the mindset. That is the first and foremost thing that we have to do, because having worked for all these years with people, as a counselor, working all these years with people in this industry, the fitness industry, I've come to learn that unless you change your mind and let whatever it is that you think about, that's what you're actually going to do. So changing that mindset, we work small, work on the small things first. It's like little simple steps.
Mhm.
One simple step building up on another simple step. Because if you try to change a whole mindset immediately, it's not
Mhm.
gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, true. Very true. So you
Mhm.
mentioned already a lot about your experiences that motivated you to do these initiatives and the challenges you face. What are the good things or the blessings that you receive or the rewards for doing this? Because you devote a lot of time
Yeah.
in doing this education, in being an example. So, what are the rewards of doing these initiatives?
Okay. Well, first, my group is for Christian women, 30 and above. So, of course, everything that I do is based on my beliefs. I believe in God. I pray all the time. I pray for all of my women. Everybody, whether they know it or not, I pray for everybody that's in my group, that they will meet the goals that they set out, that whatever is blocking them, that those things will be removed. What are my personal rewards? When I see someone that does something good, that meets a success, that meets something that's a success for that person, that helps me. That makes me feel like, wow, yay, I'm excited. I'm happiest when my people can meet their goals, when the ladies reach a milestone in their life. It's just exciting for me. It's like they're my children, even though a lot of them are way older than I am. But I feel like the same as what my own children. When they do something good, I'm like, hooray, hurrah, good for
Mhm.
you. And then I have an extra special feeling of joy because I know that I helped. I helped. Before you met me, this is where you were. After you met me, now look how far we have gone together. And it just makes me feel good. It makes me really feel good knowing that I played a significant role in helping someone reach their health goals.
Yeah, it sounds very, very fulfilling for you. And
It is.
I can feel it and see it from your face how the excitement and fulfillment of helping other people. So, Dr.
Uh-huh.
Pepper, in those years that you have been sharing your life to people, what are your guiding principles in life?
My guiding principles, I would say, it's still based on my Christianity. My guiding principles are do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Um, Going back to my story that I was telling you, how I was, my feelings were hurt, how people would say things to me. My guiding principles are to spread joy, spread joy, be the beacon of light that you want others to be. Be that light. Be the light. If I'm the light, then I can get rid of the darkness. I can get rid of the bad and the negative as much as I can. Now my light may just be a little candlelight, just maybe a little candlelight. But still, with my just little candlelight, I have beat some of the darkness. But if I get a lot of lights together with me, even if we have one candle, two, all these candles, then
Mhm.
our light becomes bigger. And we're able to spread more joy. We're able to spread more good. Just basically spread good. Be good to yourself and be good to your neighbors, basically.
Yeah, I very much agree to that. You have to always start it within yourself so that you can be able to spread the light and goodness to others.
Uh-huh.
So, Dr. Pepper, having said all of those things, what is your advice to women who are always trying hard to find solutions to their problem with weight loss? Me personally, I'm asking this in behalf of the other women. Yeah, has been tried a lot of things with yo-yo diets, with the challenges of, especially when you reach the age 30 plus, then another set of challenges when you
Uh-huh.
reach the age of 40 plus.
Okay. Again, wonderful, wonderful question. I get this all the time, all the time. What do I do? Um, when with your question, you said that people that are always doing something. First and foremost, if you're always doing it, that means you're probably always doing the wrong thing. Doing the same thing over and over repeatedly and getting no results from doing that exact
Mm-hmm.
same bad thing, which is most people, it is dieting.
Mm-hmm.
Diets do not, I'm going to tell you again, diets don't work. Let me get close. Diets don't
Yeah,
work.
I hear that
Hear
loud
me.
and
Can
clear.
you hear me? Diets
Yeah.
do not work. Yes, they work
Mm-hmm.
temporarily. When you stop,
Mm-hmm.
when you use this diet, you may be this big. While you're on the diet, you get this big.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you get off the diet, you go from where you were to a little bit bigger, especially when you do the yo-yoing diet.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what kind of diet you did that you have done. You're going to get small temporarily. You're going to
Mm-hmm.
feel really good about
Yeah.
yourself temporarily. But then once you get off the diet, or once that diet is over, because you're going to gain that weight back and you're going to feel even worse than you did in the first place. And with this yo-yo dieting, as you get older and as you keep going through these diet sequences, it becomes harder for you to lose the weight psychologically, psychosocially. The weight it's not going to come off that easy. It's going to come out. It's going to be harder and harder. It's not just necessarily because, oh, I'm older. No, it's because you have taken your body through all these all this trauma. And your body's like, I'm gonna hold it, I'm gonna hold it, I'm gonna hold it for dear life. I'm gonna hold all this fat for dear life because I don't know what she's doing to me. Um, I would say you're gonna have to try something different. You have to do something different. Um, Especially once you hit menopause. What I have in my program, I have what I call it's a menopause reset, which it resets your entire body to lose the weight. And it's not just losing the weight temporarily or like a diet. It's not like a diet where you losing it until you get off the diet. I'm teaching you lifestyle. I'm teaching you something for lifestyle. There's a lifestyle change that is needed. So that once you're done with my program, if you decide to keep doing my program, that's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Keep doing the program. But I'm teaching you so that you can learn for yourself how to eat and how to live long term. So that once you're done, you know for yourself, okay, I can eat this, but I also need to do these exercises so that you can live a nice, healthy, happy life.
Well, thank you. Thank you for telling that. I'll keep that in mind. I'm a member of the group, and the more that I have to look at every activity, sharing, and initiatives put in the group. So this is very interesting, Dr. Pepper. And as a part of this interview, I'm going to share it to our FB group, and it will be uploaded also in YouTube. So if you could share also where we can reach you, where those people who will be able to listen to this find you or
Okay.
see those activities that you have been doing over social media.
Okay. Yeah, my group is called the Fit Christian Woman over 30. The Fit Christian Woman over 30. And it is the address. It's a private Facebook group. The address is www.facebook.com/groups/2, the number two, forever fierce, because we are forever fierce. 30 and up, we are forever fierce. And I want to invoke that into you. You are forever fierce, no matter what age you are, 30 and above, no matter what size you are, you're still fierce. You are gorgeous, you're fierce, and you can do
Yes, amen to that. I very much agree to that. Oh, Dr. Pepper, this is a very very good interview. It's what can be called short but sweet and very
it.
meaningful. Again, in behalf of our group mentorship, Gen X and Gen Y, I would like to thank you for your time. And I know it's early in the morning in the
It
USA.
is.
That's why I'm surprised if it's really okay with you. So I think that's one of the things that we have to learn. We have to wake up early also.
Yes, well, usually I'm up. It's right now it's
Mm.
6:32 a.m. here. Usually I am at this moment. I will be getting ready to go run. So once this interview is over, I'm already dressed to run. I'm gonna let my husband know that I'm gone, and I'm gonna jump in my car and go to the park, and I'm gonna run around the lake. I usually do probably somewhere between 5 and maybe 10 miles
Mm.
that I'll be running this morning.
So thank you for being an inspiration. Not I think not only to women but to everybody who really values their health
Mm-hmm.
and wanted to live a life longer, healthier, and find fulfillment in doing that. So again,
Yes.
thank you very much, Dr. Pepper, for your
Well, thank
time.
you. Thank you for listening to me. And yeah, my group is for women, but you need to lose some weight. Come on, just come
True.
on.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. You all have a great rest of the day. Happy holidays to you all.
Happy holidays. Thank you.